So today's Minecraft video, we're back on Minecraft Pocket Edition, the Bedrock version, because I'm going to be sharing with you every single feature that is missing from Minecraft Bedrock that Minecraft Java currently has. Now, all this information I am taking directly from minecraft.gamepedia.com. I'll leave a link down below. Now, granted, there is some features that will be coming in the next major update, that being 1.16. Remember, there is no Minecraft Pocket Edition, the Bedrock version, 1.15. 1.15 was meant to be the parity update, introducing like 3D drops, curse enchantments, and a whole range of different changes. And the reason why I'm doing this is just to put it into perspective to show you guys how far behind Minecraft Bedrock is. Recently, Minecraft Bedrock has definitely come under a lot of fire, especially when every single week you're seeing Minecraft Java getting brand new snapshots and Minecraft Bedrock isn't getting betas. I know eventually we will get betas, we will get to see and preview these new features, but I just thought I could bring you guys a video. Now, I'm not talking about one feature, two feature. I'm talking like 300-400 different things that are currently missing. Now, I'm not saying every single feature in today's video is a huge miss, but there is definitely some game-changing things in today's video that you probably didn't even know is not available on Minecraft Bedrock. So I set up this world and I did kind of preview this on live stream. If you're interested in watching me play Minecraft live, it's twitch.tv/ECKOSOLDIER. So this world took me 2 hours to set up. So if you could hit that like button, I would really appreciate it. So we're starting from animations, but again, just to put this into perspective, if you look at my coordinate location, the X coordinate is on 0. I'm just going to quickly go to the end and just show you guys how many different signs and things are currently missing from the Bedrock version. Again, I had to physically type every single one of these out just to give you guys some form of perspective. I have missed a couple of them because I don't think they're huge differences. And in some cases, I feel like some features work a little bit better on Bedrock. We get to the end, which is -343 on the X coordinate. That just goes to show you how long it took me to create this world. So let's go to the start and let's go through all of these features. So sit tight and let me know in the comment section, out of all today's features, the top three you would like to see introduced first to the Bedrock version. So we are starting with animations. The first one, items picked up are dragged upwards to body rather than feet. So what I'm showing you today on the signs is what Java has, and basically these are all the Java features. One of them is when you go towards items, they go towards your feet. I don't know who plays in real life who picks up items with their feet, but this one on Java, it goes to your chest, so it would be like midway height. So it looks like you're actually picking it up rather than scooping it up with your feet. The next one here, arrows/bee stings stick to player model after being hit. I think arrows don't think I've ever seen a bee sting on Minecraft Bedrock be stuck inside the player. I actually didn't know that was a feature, to be honest with you, so that's something I'm not too worried about. In terms of controls, items with right-click action can be used in offhand. So the best way to explain this, and the one thing that I feel like we are missing massively, and something I talk about a lot in my live streams, is being able to have torches in my offhand. So on Minecraft Bedrock Java, if I have this in my right hand, which you can see there, if I was to able to put this on my left hand, I could mine and then place down torches at the same time, rather than having to scroll across and place. That is one of the biggest features that is still missing from Bedrock. The offhand is still not fully functional. The next one, if main hand has no right-click action, e.g. torches, like I already showed you guys, pickaxe and a torch. F2 takes a screenshot. I don't think there's any screenshot option on this. I mean, you can take a print screen with the button print screen. Also on iOS and Android, you've got like the ability to press your home screen and the power button to take screenshots. So I don't think that's too much of a miss anyway. F3 mode, debug. Now they talk about debug not being important, but I think it's a massive difference on Java. Being able to see what biome you're in is absolutely brilliant, and all the light levels and stuff like that would be incredibly helpful for the Bedrock community. Cinematic camera keybind, not quite sure what that is, but that's something that Java has that Bedrock doesn't. Sneak/sprint can be switched between toggle. This is via accessibility options. Now in settings, if we go to accessibility options, we don't have the ability to switch sprint. And so basically, guys, as you can see here, I'm doing this on Windows 10, so I'm holding Shift. Now, there's an option on Java where you can tap it and you stay shifted and you stay like crouched. That's not available on this version. Is available on iOS and Android, but not available on Windows 10, from my understanding. This is a comparison mainly between Windows 10 and Minecraft Java. Something else I also want to mention that's something incredibly frustrating with the Bedrock version is audio. Now, I have music off, so we'll kind of bring this up a little bit. I would like more options. I do think since there's a lot of space here, more sound options will be introduced. If I have a big farm, and I have a lot of cow farms, I would like to be able to lower down the sound. Or if I have an XP farm, instead of having to lower down the whole entire volume, I would like to just be able to lower down hostile mobs, for example. That's something else that really starting to annoy me. Getting into interface things. Text can be cursive on Java, 1.13 game font. Chat UI is vastly different, doesn't obstruct screen. So it's to do with like text chat. Obviously the chat on Java, is it there or down there? But again, they said that Java is a little bit better. Item tooltips are different. Closing inventory in creative clear search, and here's a better one here. So if we type in diamond, because maybe we wanted diamond blocks for a build, if we come out of this and we go back in, we have to then delete this to then type in gold. Now, there's obviously fors and against in this situation. On Java, you have to retype them out, which could be annoying because maybe after I've typed gold, I wanted to have these and then I wanted to have these, which makes it easy. But that's one thing that is different on Java compared to Bedrock. Score on death screen. So when you die, it shows you what score you have. Death message appears on death screen. Offhand slot is visible on the HUD. And the best way to explain this one is on Java. If you look at my pickaxe, if we have a shield, which we can have in the offhand, on Minecraft Java, it would have on Java, it has an extra slot here showing that what you have in your offhand, which again is a great feature. Hotbar is lower, XP level is lower, and block outlined. Recipe book for furnaces. Crafting is displayed above 2x2 crafting grid inventory. Some recipes in the recipe book are grouped together. Creative inventory has 9 sections instead of 4. So I think it means this. 1, 2, 3, 4 different options. That's something, again, I've not really noticed. And there will be things in this that you probably didn't notice and you probably are thinking, wow, that is a big difference. I think that's what it means. But yeah, there's more options in creative. Unless it means, like these things, more different options, you know, like categorize things. One or the other, it's something to do with that. Can shift-click items into the crafting table interface. Raid boss bar is red and segmented instead of pink. Wither boss bar is purple instead of pink. Pause menu and options. Opening the pause menu in single player pauses the game. This is something that a lot of people want to see introduced. So I think Minecraft Console Edition had it as well. In solo worlds, if you hit this, that slime should stop because you're currently paused. There is no pause option. I know one of the biggest things that Minecraft Bedrock is not... a lot of the players are hating is not having the ability to save with is to quit without saving. You have to save. I have to save and quit. You know what I mean? That's something that a lot of people want to see introduced. Difficulty can be locked to prevent cheating. So on the Minecraft Bedrock version, I'm able to change to survival, to creative. I'm able to change it to peaceful or normal. On Java, you can lock the specific ones. Language can be changed while in world. So settings... Not sure where the language is, but I think it's on the main menu in order to change your language. Several additional languages. Again, I only speak English, so I haven't had to check, but I think they are continuously introducing more languages to Minecraft. Can change resource packs while playing in a world. On Minecraft Bedrock, you can't. So if you go to global resources and I go to my packs and I wanted to enable one of these, I have to back out in order to do it. Quite frustrating, that one, actually. I really hated that. That was the same on Minecraft Console Edition. Programmer art resource pack in default game. Advancement statistics. This is something that I've talked about a lot on my stream. I would love to see statistics on Minecraft Bedrock just because it's so helpful for your worlds. It tells you how long you've been alive. It tells you how many days you've survived. It tells you how many blocks you've mined. It tells you all kinds of statistics. And I think that is something that Minecraft Bedrock is definitely missing out. Accessibility options, controlling chat opacity, world options, custom superflat, buffet world type, amplified world types, debug world type, hardcore mode, option to prevent structures from generating VSync, and max frame rate. These are all missing from Minecraft Bedrock. One of the biggest ones is the world I'm in right now, custom flats. They've never had the ability to have structures in custom flats. Why is this taking so long? We were always told as Minecraft Console Edition players that these features would be introduced sooner rather than later. I know a lot of people want to see hardcore mode. Amplified and custom flats, I think, are priority for these, in my opinion. You got a couple more there as well. Getting into the technical stuff. Uncensored chat, flattening, items and blocks have different names. Blocks separated from fluids. Recipes are stored in JSON files. Predicate files. Painting/particles split into one file per texture. Items and blocks can be remodeled with various state predicates. Blocks, items, functions, and entity type tags. Namespace IDs. Loot tables have more functions. So what I'm showing you guys here is only going to be relatively useful for the add-on creators or stuff like that, modding. If you're an everyday Minecraft player who just does survival, creative, and stuff like that, these things don't seem big to you, but to those who do add-ons and stuff, big difference. Getting into gameplay. Holding down use when selecting a block will place it whenever. As you guys know, that one feature is to do with stopping AFK fishing on Minecraft Bedrock. It becomes possible. Smarter lighting system where light only goes through faces. That makes sense. Slabs on top of a light source block. So again, custom light sources. I think that's being worked on in 1.16. Offhand slot can hold any item. They have spectator mode. Water pushing strength is based on water height. Source block / high flowing pushes players and mobs faster than shallow water. So the higher the water is up to your character, the more it can push it because it's classed as being more sources of water. Dark heart particles when dealing 2+ damage to entity. These were added to Console Edition, by the way, even though Console Edition never had any combat update at all. Base attack damage is half a heart, not full heart. Particles and nameplate renders parallel to screen. Clouds are visible when inside one. Breaking bed instantly resets spawn point of all players when used when you use that bed as a spawn point. When bed spawn point is obstructed, players spawn will fall back onto world spawn. Explosion particles have higher resolution. Health regens faster. This one's like discussed quite a lot. So on Minecraft Bedrock, your hearts regen very slower. But on Minecraft Java, if you have full saturation, your hearts can go all the way up. This is subject to change, and this is something that Jeb himself is working on, and that could possibly change. And this could be the reason why we don't have it yet, is because we are due a new combat update for Minecraft Java. Sunrise glowing effect is visible during rain. Recipe and recipe book have to be unlocked, so you don't have all the recipes until you have the material. Mouse sensitivity is more responsive. Again, that's keyboard and mouse. Chat auto opens when sleeping. Getting into world generation, 64-bit world seeds. Solid terrain structures and biome generation can be generated all the way to 2.147 billion blocks. Igloos always generate with villager without profession, but then will lock onto, I believe it's the cauldron. Savannas and plains generate a lot more grass on Java. Terrain cave generates above Y128. This is because the build limit on Bedrock is limited to 256. Something else that Java doesn't have is build limits. Villages can spawn in super flat worlds. They can't in this one. Jungles have more trees. Jungle pyramids in bamboo jungle and jungle hills. Red sand can generate in regular badlands. Bee nests in tall birch forest, forest hills, and forest biomes. So there's more bees nest. That is something that, after the update released, was introduced to Minecraft Java. That hasn't quite made it. I think that is something that could be in 1.16. Not quite sure. Black rabbit can spawn in giant tree taiga biomes. Oak and spruce can generate in regular mountains. Not sure if Bedrock has that, the ability to generate spruce and oak trees. I'm not sure about that one. Oak trees can generate in snowy tundra biomes. Getting into the blocks. Block entity IDs are namespaced. Breaking, not mining particles, start as shape of the block and are colored based on the darkest dace, meant to be face. More blocks can support general supporting needing blocks. So this is something, the best way to explain this is if we grab ourselves, I think it's a fence gate. So this is something that will be introduced, I believe, next update. I can't fully remember. Yeah, you can't like place these over the hole, I think it is. There's a couple of things to do with that one, but some of these again will be changed in 1.16, which you're going to have to wait until summertime for that to be introduced. Block that loses support makes breaking sound and particles. Light emitting blocks are shaded. Block outlines are partially transparent and thicker. Bamboo can be broken instantly with swords. Banners have glow pattern. Omnious banners cannot be copied using loom crafting, have breaking animation. This is all to do with banner changes. Again, a lot of them aren't massive features that make a big difference to your everyday experience. Just some of them really do add up though. Beacon beam colors change instantly. Beds can be placed without any supporting block. Hitting a bell during a raid applies to glowing effect to Illage's 32 blocks of it. So if we have a bell, if you're struggling to find the last Illages, when you ring this, it will do a glowing effect. Bedrock doesn't have glowing yet. That's linked to the Spectral Arrows. It means that you can find it. So for example, maybe that slime was it. I'd be like, oh, it's over there. Especially if there's hills in the way. That's something that does make a big difference. Bee nests have a 2% chance to spawn in flower forests. Can spawn in forests, wooded hills, birch forests, and more. Block of quartz uses the top texture on the bottom as well. Buttons, when on the ground or ceiling, they can face 4 different directions. Campfire smoke particles become more transparent. So we'll grab ourselves a campfire here and I'll show you guys as an example. We will do it here. We're going to have to watch this. So the further I believe the smoke goes in the air, the more transparent it becomes. This one just disappears. Plus, I think the height difference is different on this as well. And also over a longer distance. This is all to do with rendering. On Minecraft Java, you can see the particles from incredibly far. We're not too far away from that. I would say maybe 70 blocks. I think it's a lot more on Java. Don't worry, guys. We still got a lot more features to go through. Campfire smoke particles become more transparent as they get higher faded effect. Cartographer table show preview of the map. Chest placement is different. And I put in IMO, in my opinion, Bedrock is better. So I think the Bedrock chest placement's a lot better than Java. So there's one thing I can say that Bedrock has definitely done better. Chests have Xmas present look during the 24th/25th of December. This is something I'm kind of sad about at the moment as well. Because during April Fools, Bedrock got nothing. Nothing at all. Minecraft Java had, I think it was 2, maybe 3 different, like, April Fool's joke. This year was the 2 billion plus different dimensions. Bedrock doesn't get that. And I think that's quite sad, because it was brilliant to mess around with. And not everybody has Minecraft Java. So that's really sad. The next one, comparators. If the solid block is powered to signal strength 15, the comparator output 15, no matter the fuels of controller. I'm not quite sure what that one is, but that's something to do with redstone. I'm sorry, guys. It took me a long time to write these out, so sometimes I miss letters. Composter can be broken faster. Crafting table texture is newer. Dispensers have quasi-connectivity plus place armor stands. Droppers have quasi-connectivity support. Fire produces more smoke particles. Flower pots can be placed without supporting blocks. Glass panes support torches and pressure plates on top face. Support lanterns on top and bottom face. Best way to explain this. On Java, you can put the lantern on there. Or, we grab this one. And we do that. You're able to put that on there as well. Not possible on the Bedrock version. Minor feature that I think makes a big difference. Grindstone removes prior work penalty from items. Honey block doesn't render adjacent face to another honey block. Hoppers push items in consistent order the first slot first. Redstone related hoppers in terms of making auto chest systems as well. Very broken. Infested blocks break instantly. Iron bars support torches, pressure plates, and top face. Iron bars support lanterns on the top face. Basically what I showed you, but with iron bars. Multiple jukeboxes can play the same music disc. Kelp animation is smoother. Leaves only start decaying with 7 blocks away from logs. Levers, when on ground or ceiling, can face 4 directions. When powered, will emit redstone particles. Handle model is slightly longer. I think it's handle. I think that's linked to levers or something. Loom has unique texture for die slot. Mushroom blocks have cap texture on all sides when placed. Pistons have quasi-connectivity. Pushing farmland / grass won't convert it to dirt. Rails are placed in direction the player is facing. Saplings growth is not blocked by logs / stripped logs. Scaffolding can be broken instantly. Seagrass animation is smoother. Science text can be dyed with dye. Slime blocks don't render adjacent face to another slime block. Smooth quartz use previous bottom texture of quartz block. Soul sand under ice makes players walk even slower. I think it is on Bedrock, but not as slow as Java. Sticky pistons have quasi-connectivity. Doesn't convert block when pushing farmland / paths. Drop blocks when power is removed before it's done extending. Stripped dark oak logs / spruce have brighter side texture. Again, I've said this quite a lot. I loved spruce. I do love spruce on Bedrock, and I don't like dark oak on Bedrock. Loved dark oak on console edition. Didn't like spruce on it. So I'm not too disappointed with this one. It's all just texture related, but it's to do with them being darker or lighter in that sense. Structure blocks, functional corner mode, data mode, unusable by players but used by devs. Again, structure blocks still relatively new. I think the structure blocks are still hidden behind experimental. Sweetberry bushes can be broken instantly during stage. Can be planted when aiming on the side of a block. Have unique death message. Stage 1 sweetberry slows down the players. Wall torches have rectangular mode. Torch placement depends on solid face, not solid block. Trapdoors can be climbed when placed on tops of ladders. Breaking turtle eggs in creative removes all eggs. Can be placed without supporting block. Ocean biome watercolors distinct between temperatures. Now that's a big one in my opinion. You can tell easily on Java when you're going into a warm biome or to a cold biome. You actually feel like the temperature is changing. On Minecraft Bedrock, not so much. Lava animation is faster. Lava produce, so this is again linked to farms as well in terms of like, let me just grab ourselves a lava bucket. It's all to do with like when it starts and how long it travels to there. You might not think that's a big difference in terms of speed, but for automatic farms, that is a big difference, especially with dispense stuff. Lava produces smoke particles when turned into obsidian. Still water animation is faster. Bone meal generates coral only in warm oceans. It can generate coral fans as well. Campfires can stack up to 64. Man, it really annoys me that we can't stack up campfires. Anyone else get really annoyed? Because I like to use campfires, but they take up so much inventory space. Carpets and wool can be used as fuel in furnaces. That might well be in a parity feature. Cocoa beans can be placed on jungle wood, stripped, etc. Debug stick to help move things around easier. Best way to explain this is I can, we'll do the bell, is you can play, if I had a debug stick, which is literally a stick, and this is something that developers showed by mistake, and then we end up getting it as a feature. If I right click this, it could change it to face this way, etc. Yeah, we don't have that yet. Elytra can be activated while in water. Fishing rods can reel in items. Damaged fishing rods can be used to craft carrots on a stick. Have thicker casting line. Map markers with banner plus map. Being able to have map markers would be a great introduction. We were told this would be introduced. This is a aquatic feature, still not introduced to the Bedrock version. Minecraft furnace, I think it's minecart furnaces. Shields can have banners. Spawn eggs used on mobs spawn baby version of that mob. I like this one. I'm sad it's not been introduced. So if we grab ourselves a little piggy and we spawn the little piggy, if we were to right click on it, it would give us a baby version of that pig, but you can't do that. It's not possible. Java has spectral arrows. Cats have animation when they lay on beds, even if the human, the character, is not in that bed. Pumpkin mobs spawn during Halloween time. Again, from Minecraft Console Edition, during Halloween, you have a small window, 24 hours, to see skeletons, zombies, and any other variation linked to them spawn with a pumpkin on their head. Mob drops their exact equipment rather than drawn from loot table. So if a mob is holding a sword, it can drop a sword rather than dropping, like, let's say, a shovel or something like that. Again, it's all drawn from loot tables on Bedrock, which is why you're able to get yourself tridents. So it's not too much of a bad thing at the moment, especially when you turn a zombie into a drowned. Zombie, pigmen / drowned, chicken jockeys. Bees have unique death message. Creepers with status effect explode it leaving lingering cloud. Creeper animations, colors are smoother. Dolphins play with entities in water. Drowns have a 2% chance to spawn with a fishing rod. Fish drops bone meal instead of bones. Kind of like the Bedrock one, a little bit better there. Illagers can open doors. Illagers move door to door, killing villagers. Absolute savage. Iron golems can be healed using iron ingots. Iron golems have a cracked effect when hurt. Again, this is something else a lot of people want to see introduced. That was a village and pillage feature that didn't make it to Bedrock. Minecart with TNT explosion drop rate is 100. Pillagers can break their crossbow unlike other mobs. Players can sneak under 1.5 blocks. So on Minecraft Java, if I look here, you guys can see, if I crouch, I'm able to go under on Java. Not possible on this version as I'm making this video. Players unable to stand up if there's no space for it. And the way to explain this one is trapdoors. Again, the crawling animation on Java is used with trapdoors. It's a lot better. It's a lot smoother. Told you guys, there's a lot of features. Ravagers have increased sight range, movement, and attack range. Skeletons have different AI, drift when approached. I feel like there's a big one as well. They're a lot more updated, the skeletons on Java. Trade alarmists can breed and have baby form. Villagers, when a raid is defeated, villager gift a player random items according to their profession. Wandering traders can sell sand. Witches provide helpful potions to illagers during a raid. Zombie villagers can spawn with armor equipped. Zombie villagers drop equipment when being cured into villager. Bad luck is a feature on Minecraft Java, although it's not technically a survival feature. Something that's possibly going to be in the future. Dolphin's Grace exists. Hero of the Villager, when received, the effect applies to all villagers, not just villagers saved. Displaced particles can be removed using milk. Instant damage, instant health, saturation have effect icons. Frostwalker path is circle but square on Bedrock. Sweeping edge, this is subject to change because of course Sweeping edge will make its way to Bedrock eventually when the combat has been sorted on Java. Java has 25 more command options and 12 more scoreboard options, 9 more game rules, 34 more sounds. And as you guys can see, we are currently at minus 434. I reckon it's a good 2, maybe 300 features in here that Minecraft Bedrock doesn't currently have. Now, today's video is pretty long, so if you're still stuck around, let me know in the comment section. Most of you could have been curious on a couple of features and then gave up. But this really does put into perspective what Bedrock is currently missing. Like I said, it took me 2 hours to set up today's world just to show you guys what we are currently missing. It's not to endorse hate, it's just to put it into perspective that Bedrock is miles behind Java. And with the Nether update, it's going to be even further behind. I don't know. Let me know your opinions about this, guys. But that is all the features. There are also a couple more. Some of them I feel like didn't need to be introduced. Some of them will change in 1.16. So, yeah. The more I think about it, the developer's not introducing 1.15. Big mistake. I feel like 1.15 should have been introduced as even a minor parity update. Guys, have a great day. Stay beautiful. If there's anything else you can think of, add it to the list in the comment section. But let me know in the comment section 3 of the features I've talked about today that you want to see first in terms of from Java to Bedrock. Catch you next time. Bye.